Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Libra. If Libra is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so this is a bonus reading for Libra. And our card is from the Tarot of the Abyss, and it is the 9 of Pentacles or 9 of Discs. This is a card of gain. All right, let's take a look and see what these tea leaves have to say tonight. Oh, beautiful. Immediately, let's just start. First, I'll say, if you haven't subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And now we have a dove right here. You can see its little feet and its head. And this one over here, a little dove and its head, and they're kind of huddled together. And this is such a sign of peace, of freedom, and of love, companionship. And I feel like on a deeply spiritual level, this is somebody who you absolutely feel at home with. This is when you come together, home is there, right? I think that it could be a romantic relationship, but I think more than that, it is somebody that you have chosen to walk beside probably for some years, maybe many years. This could even be like a sibling or a good friend, a best friend. And I think that, you know, this is like when you have good news, when you have bad news, when you're anxious or crying or so pleased with the world. This is who you want to call first. Or maybe you text, right? Not a lot of people call. But maybe you text them first. And so this is such a lovely feeling here. It just feels so warm. You know, I think that you are quite blessed to have somebody like this in your life or around. And yeah, I do. I feel like this is like soul siblings or soul mate, right? This is somebody who just both of you have decided, yeah, we're going to do this thing. We are going to, you know, really go this course together, the journey. You know, you will never be alone as long as I am here, and you know, the same way goes for you. And so yeah, it really, even just seeing it puts me at ease here. It makes me feel very warm thinking about that kind of loving relationship. Okay, so here we have, it looks like a person. You can see the face, the eyes, the nose, they're smiling. They have maybe a dress or a robe or something long on, kind of hand on the hip and holding up. It looks like a plant or maybe a box. I imagine kind of a beautiful little house plant there, and so proud of it. So maybe you are somebody who has a green thumb, or maybe you're learning, right? Learning how to keep plants or have a garden or, you know, beautiful green things in the house. And actually, this is the first, knock on wood, I can't believe I even brought it up. First one I've been able to keep going in the house. The cats usually get to them. But yeah, it's beautiful. My lovely niece gifted me this for Christmas, and it just is so beautiful. I look forward to seeing it every day when I get to do my readings. So I look at this and I feel like, yeah, I know that feeling. There just seems to be a happiness, an enjoyment. And actually, you know what's funny is I'm looking at this and it reminds me of this card that we have. You can see the beautiful plants there holding the little bird and this kind of beautiful person, this beautiful woman here. Flowers in the hair, like the hair hanging down. I love it. I even like that little sweater or whatever that is she's wearing. I like it. This is my vibe. I fully got into wearing like long flowy dresses and like what do we call them, muumuus or kafkans, and that has been a life changer for me. I feel very confident in my older years to be wearing beautiful flowy things like that. So I see this and I think, yeah, maybe you are, or maybe this is somebody who is important in your life, right? Maybe this is mom. Maybe this is grandma. Maybe this is a child of yours, one of your, kids that like to be out in nature and just have that ability to keep life thriving around them. And another happy kind of energy there. Your life is full of blessings, Libra. I can definitely feel that. And now let's kind of turn this again. We have 22, which, oh yes, that was the last card I pulled for the other reading. I got the card 22 from the Mystique of Magdalene deck. I was like, where did I see a 22 today? I know I did. I remember it. And yes, that was it. So we have a 22. And let's see what else. We have a falcon, it looks like here, but also it looks like there is maybe a bit of a flame by the head there. So I think when I think of these high flying birds, very precise and open perception, a vantage point way up there looking upon everything in totality. And with that fire, there's a passion for thinking here. I think that you are definitely somebody who maybe is like an academic, or you just really are self-motivated to research and learn, and you like to be up on the happenings, within whatever interest or field that you are into. And I think that you are somebody who people often say, yeah, you're very bright. You're so clever. You're very interesting. And yeah, I think that you probably are able to kind of use this ability for reasoning and comprehension and innovation and creativity and so on, to your advantage within your financial sector of your life, right? I think that you definitely work hard, but you're also good at making resources for yourself. Okay, and I think that this energy seems to be that this next year, there's that gain, right? In the Thoth deck, the 9 of discs is related to this idea of abundance, of creating the resources for yourself, getting them, putting them in a little pouch, putting it in your pocket, and hopefully, right, heeding the 8 of discs and being prudent, right, with your earnings, with your winnings, with your jackpot, right, putting it away, saving some, investing if you can, doing whatever it is that you need to do, but being wise with it. Okay, let's see. Now we're gonna, nope, this way. We'll go this way. Now, Okay, so here, and interestingly, I see we have, it looks like a bowl, and we have a cart, and we have a person kind of leaning on it. And it does, it looks like and maybe another person here, but it reminds me of the Chariot or the Prince of Discs. Okay, if you, in the Thoth deck, if you can imagine what that is. If you don't know, go look at the depiction, the Prince of Discs. Okay, and so we have this really intense work ethic. Okay, and it's coming to it is coming to a clear point for me. You're somebody who really, really has your mindset on doing well. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is like you want to get really rich and you want to have all the things. Maybe not. But I do think that you feel at your best when you are busy, you are working hard, you are seeing the fruits of your labor come to pass. You are somebody who is so dedicated to your responsibilities, the things that you create. And you're really just not afraid of working hard, not in the least. But I also think, and just by the kind of posture of these people standing up here, and they remind me of like maybe Roman or something. You can see the little kind of head dress there, and this one looks like they maybe have a beard. And so I look at it and I think like, yeah, but you also like to have fun, right? Work hard, play hard. And so I think there is definitely a wonderful balance there. You keep yourself from getting burnt out, which is so important. I think that when seeing this, it makes me feel like I have to say, take a break. Give yourself a little bit of a break where you can. You don't want the wheels to go flying off of this chariot, right? You need to once in a while pull over and let yourself rest. Okay, so hopefully in these next weeks to come, you will find an opportunity to maybe go and let off some steam. Go do something fun and interesting and a little bit of carefree and dancing and maybe having a nice meal or going to a museum or some beautiful place that you have been wanting to see, a beautiful park or a temple or whatever it is. Go and do something for yourself. Definitely a wonderful time for taking care of ourselves. And now over here, I see we have a person who is, it looks like flying a kite maybe, or letting go of a balloon. But whatever it is, there's something beautifully kind of drifting above their head. And I can see that there is a sense of deep interest and awe, right? Kind of almost childlike or just fully immersed in this kind of simplistic thing. And so maybe this is it. Maybe you go and do something that reminds you of being a child, that reminds you of those times when you were young and you can get lost in it all. Whatever that was. I love recently watching my daughter. She's gotten into this place where she loves to color. She loves to draw. She loves to paint. And she has a little area set up. I got her together this little art studio type of thing. And she has all of her stuff organized. And she just goes over there and sits and hangs out and plays and is making beautiful things. And she'll bring them over and say, Mom or Dad, or even the cats, Tee Pudgy, look at what I made, and so our house is a gallery for her work. And of course, every room is getting full of beautiful drawings and paintings, which I absolutely love. And so, I watch this and I think, oh, sometimes we get so far away from that ability to get lost in something. And there are no stakes to it, right? She's just doing it because she loves doing it. It's fun. It's enjoyable. The sensory aspects of it, fulfilling, right? And as we get older and busier and worn down by life, we let go of so many things that are so simple, but they are so, fulfilling. They transport us. What was that for you? What was your thing? What did you like to do when you were young? Do you still do it? I recently have started in the last few years gardening. And that is something I've realized is so important to me. It really, it hits on so many things for me. I like being outside. I really love it. I love looking at bugs, and I love looking at the birds and the animals. I love watching things grow. I love getting down in the grass and seeing the ants work, and, just like a child. And gardening gives me the cover of being able to do all of these things. I love the quiet. I love the sound of watering. I like to stand in the sun with sunblock on, right? I know. My husband tells me, ugh, put some sunblock on, get a hat on. But, I grew up in the sun. I grew up in the sun, and I forget. It was a different time then, right? So, we just, we find ways to get back in there, hopefully, and sometimes you just have to force yourself. You have to think, when was the last time I felt that free? When was the last time I gave myself that gift? Maybe it's time to start looking for it again. Okay, and let's see. So we have another person here, and it looks like they're holding something. We have the face, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Oh, and it looks like they have a bird in their lap. I imagine it's, it looks to me like it is a peacock. So the peacock is related to Juno, who is kind of it's kind of a composite, but maybe a contemporary, or what is the word? Not consort. Yeah, whatever. It's same as Hera, right? Very similar to Hera. And so we have the goddess of marriage and family, and some aspects of fertility. But really kind of, if you think of the mother, this is the mother that kind of rules the house. The mother that takes care of things. The mother that, shows up for everybody, who knows what everybody needs, who is, both stern and loving and caring, and this is where you learn unconditional love for the first time, right? This is where it begins. And so I look at this and I think, there must have been a figure like this in your life who really was important to how you became to be. Maybe how you I'm thinking, I don't think how you learned how to love. It's not that exactly. Not even how you learned how to love or to live your life. But I feel like this is somebody who just showed you that even just trying in earnest is more than enough. Being yourself and well, I think about, and listen, I think it's important for us to read books about how to have, be a parent and take care of kids. And there are so many things that we must know. There's so many things. Thank goodness for the, being able to search for questions at 3:30 in the morning when you're raising kids and you don't know what the heck you're doing sometimes. But then there are other parts of it that can't be written. There are other parts of it that cannot be taught, that cannot, no kind of parenting style or, life hack or whatever. You have to just be. You have to make some mistakes. You have to try. And if you are there, and if you are trying, and if you are consistent, and you are, you are who you are. You are a person, and this child, these children, they see you. Sometimes completely not knowing what the heck to do. Sometimes so confident. You just know. You have that intuition. It is innate. You are a being. You are flawed. You are impassioned, and you love, and it is unconditional. And you do what you say. And when you don't, you make up for it. You have a reason. And so many other lessons that can't be put into books. There's a person. This is such an important person to you. And maybe you are this person. Maybe you are becoming this person. But there is such a sense of power here. And it's beautiful. And the light of it changes everybody that comes into. Also, we have a J and an M. So JM. All right, let's take a look over here and see, what do we have? What do we have today? Now, I look at this and they're mirroring each other, but I think CC, for some reason, CC stands out. We also have some eyes over here. We have two eyes. You've been watching something, somebody, something, some situation. And I feel like you are kind of, there's a sense of restraint here. Maybe not knowing to get involved or not. But you're watching. And I feel almost like you've had to hold your tongue a little bit about this. But you're careful with this situation. And I think that in this time, it will become clearer what to do. I think that you will know exactly. It hasn't been right. The time hasn't been right yet. But I think soon it is coming to be that place where it's time for you to speak. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go over here to the Mystique of Magdalene Oracle cards by Cheryl Rose. We'll see what she has to tell us tonight. Sarah and the White Spring. Fill your sacred chalice. Fill your sacred chalice. Those beautiful waters of creation, of emotionality. You're in a good place, I think, Libra. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tell you thank you so much for spending this time with me. I love being able to do these bonus readings, and I appreciate when you come and check them out. Now, if you'd be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. It is free to subscribe as well. And if you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I would love to hear from you. I really do look forward to getting the comments. I don't know. They just kind of lift my spirit. Sometimes there's ones that I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna ruin my day. Try to think, don't read into them too much. Most of the time they have nothing to do with me, but I don't know. I'm a sensitive being. I really am. So, but I still like to read them. Most of the time they're very sweet and very kind, and people are so generous with their own stories and sharing their own narratives and things, and I really look forward to those. I really like hearing about your lives, and some of you, I feel like I know you so well, and I know we've never spoken, but I feel a kinship very much. Okay, well, I love you, and please take care of yourself. We'll talk in just a couple days here, and yeah, so good night, Libra. Good night.